Birthday started in 1970.
Really?
Yeah, but we're continuing the tradition so many years later. Why not celebrate with some delicious treats?
That's right. Honor that sweet tooth and Mother Nature. Joining us now is Nancy Parent, owner of Tears of Joy in Ludlow. Nancy, we love having you here.
I love being here.
Not just because you make amazing treats, but because it's just nice to have you.
Thank you.
So we're starting with worms and dirt cupcakes.
Right. So it's Earth Day, but maybe you didn't have time to prepare, you kind of forgot, and you'd like to do something fun for either your kids or your friends. Really easy. So these are them, finished, and this is literally what you do.
And it doesn't have to be Earth Day to make this either. This is
Oh no,
for
this
a
is
summertime.
fun. You know what? Kids love these. I'm going to take some buttercream. Could be chocolate, could be vanilla.
Whatever kind of dirt you have.
Could be whatever you want.
What goes into a buttercream frosting?
So it's mainly, if it's, the way I like to make mine is with butter and confectioner's sugar and milk. Some people like to use shortening. That's what a lot of bakeries use. It's really up to you.
Okay.
Some people combine them. So I've frosted this cake, not elegantly because it doesn't need to be.
Just like dirt.
Yep. And I'm going to just plop it in Oreos.
Now these are crumbled up Oreos.
Crumbled up Oreos.
Okay.
And these you can buy in any little store.
Right, we know gummy worms.
Gummy worms. And if you have these at home like I do, they're little chocolate rocks. You can even put one on there.
I definitely don't have chocolate rocks at home, but you can buy them.
Sure, they're easy to buy, but you don't even need them. Or if your kids are kind of squeamish, you could put a little flour. You could buy a little flour or something on there if they don't like gummy worms.
Yeah,
Most
they don't
kids do.
see the gummy in the worm. They just think it's a worm. That's great. That is adorable.
Okay.
And then put them together in a planter, and you have something that's Pinterest worthy. This is amazing.
Right. This never happens at my home. I only do, I do this for clients, but at home they get them on a plate.
Exactly. I don't blame you. That's what I would do.
This presentation's adorable.
Can we talk cupcake tree?
Yeah, so this is terrific because this is called a pull-apart cake, and if you want to take it somewhere and you don't want to be serving it later, people just take what they want. And so this is super, super easy. All you do is you get a large board, and I showed here that I bought a tablecloth because it's food safe, and I just wrapped it like a package.
So you could, yeah, this seems like it's just thick cardboard.
It's just it's foam core. I bought it at any craft store. And then all you're going to do is take a cupcake, and you don't even want this to be particularly pretty.
That's what I like. You don't have to do them like artistically, and that's where I excel.
I did them there with a tip because I wanted to fill them, but typically you would just do it like this because you want it to look like leaves.
Leaves, exactly. And I think that putting it on this background is such a nice touch because if this wasn't behind it, it wouldn't be a nice contrast to make it look like
Right, I wanted
tree.
it to look like sky.
Right, exactly.
Right. And then for the bark, I mean, that's all you're going to do for that. And for the bark, you're just going to take a chocolate buttercream like this and a fork. And you're just going to run it down the middle so that you have a texture. And if you want, so what you do is you would place them on your board loose first. Make sure you have the right size board, you like the placement. And then what you would do is after you frost them, you take a little bit of buttercream on the bottom of your cupcake to stick it onto the board. And if you wanted to put like little apples or something, I'm trying to use everything that you would have at home so you wouldn't have to go out and buy anything.
And because it's good to be green.
Yeah.
And it is good to be green. You literally can take a little plastic bag like this and just snip off the teeny tiniest little hole and just make, you know,
You got some flowers. Can I ask you a silly question?
Sure.
It's probably in my best interest, if I'm doing this at home and I'm not a baker who bakes all the time, if I were to just get a big vat of buttercream frosting, separate it out, and then color each one of them?
Yeah, so I put in the instructions that are online that, you know, to do something like this, you'd probably need like a cup or two of chocolate. So, you know, you would make 2 batches of buttercream if you were doing a large cake, and I gave all the dimensions on the site. And then you would color like 3 cups of it, you'd put cocoa in for chocolate, and the rest you would do green, saving about a half a cup for a pastel if you want to do flowers.
Yes. Oh, this is so nice. What a nice way to honor such
Fun
a
and
special
easy.
day.
Hey, also,
Thanks,